What Filipinas look for in a man. What would be the top 5 responses you would think Filipinas would say when asked what qualities they look for in a man when searching for a partner? And if you will, just pause the video right here and jot down in the comments below what you believe Filipinas would say to that question. I've done a bit of research over some time around this question with Filipinas, and they've all given me their honest answers to this question, which we'll get into in just one moment. Looking to date a Filipina or already dating or married to a Filipina? I use my experiences around my relationship with my Filipino wife of 6 years, as well as my professional experience as a qualified relationship counsellor for the past 10 years to help you on your way. Are you after information, tips and resources for a successful relationship with a Filipina and maintain it? Too easy. Just take a second to subscribe and click the bell icon, and I promise you'll never miss out again. Now, over many years of my professional work here in Australia, I've asked many Australian women this very question that we also ask the Filipinas, and that is what they look for in a man, so what qualities they're looking for. And the vast majority of responses by Australian women were very much different to that of the Filipinas. And from what I hear from other people around the world in countries like Great Britain and the USA, I'm sure the responses there by the women would be very similar to that here in Australia. And at the top of their list was most certainly about physical appearance and attractiveness of the man they are looking for. Over the years, I've heard many Australian women say he must be thin, he must be cute, he must earn good money, and he must be able to provide me with a very good lifestyle. Now, to me, it's all very shallow and materialistic responses, but this is the thinking for many Western women, and it seems from those views that these women are more looking for a lavish lifestyle with a man who is good looking and looks after himself. Surely that limits their options considerably, and for some of these women, they wonder why they are still single at the age of 35. Now, this is where it gets very interesting. When I asked Filipinas what they look for in a man, their top responses were as follows: respect, a good personality, a good attitude, hardworking, and loyal. Now, right there you can see the difference in what many Filipinas look for in a man to that of many women in Australia and many other countries, I'm sure. We can see the divorce rate in Australia and the US pushing up towards 50%. So could the fact be that many women in the West are choosing for what the man can provide and his looks rather than having love as the number one priority? My belief is that there is certainly a strong connection. If one looks back in countries like Australia, in my parents' time when they were newlyweds, very few people were getting divorced, and many people would marry for love, not because the guy is cute or he has money or is in a very high paying job. Many people of all classes would marry down or up, and they would spend a lifetime together. Over the last 40 years in the West, things have changed, seemingly not for the better. In the Philippines, many Filipinas, as I say, marry for qualities which are essential for establishing love and affection for somebody. If so many Filipinas were looking for a foreigner with money or to provide an escape to a new country, then their answers overall would be far different and more like that of the Western women, which is far more superficial and, as I say, materialistic. And here's the funny thing about it all. Many people in society with ill-formed views have the audacity to call Filipinas scammers or gold diggers. From what I've outlined here and my own research asking this question over the years to Filipinas and Australian women alike, it would certainly seem that the title of gold digger should go to many of these Western women and not the Filipinas. And is it no wonder that so many men are now going to the Philippines in their droves to find a Filipina who doesn't care what a man may or may not look like? It doesn't matter, young or old, thin or fat, lots of hair or bald. It matters not if he has a high-paying job, but only that he works hard for the family. These are all really true qualities that will be essential for any long-term successful relationship, among others of course. But these are the core qualities that are essential to any successful relationship. Simply put, many Filipinas desire and seek happiness over money or anything else. Does this mean she doesn't want security or a good life? Of course not. We all want that, and together with a Filipina, the man will join with her to equally provide those things together in a long-term joint effort, which brings the couple together even more. Many Filipinas really do look inside the heart of a man and see the goodness inside. The care, kindness, compassion, this is all extremely attractive to a Filipina. And look here guys, don't get me wrong, this is not with every single Filipina. This is what I call the good Filipinas. In every country you've got the good and the bad. You've got the ones who are genuine, and you've got an element of Filipinas who may be out to scam you and take your money from you and those sorts of things. Those sorts of Filipinas are in the minority, let me say, and the good Filipinas are in the vast majority. Now what I've outlined here could very well solve the mystery of why some Filipinas marry men much older than themselves, and sometimes when you or I may be walking through a shopping centre and we see a very young Filipina with a fat foreigner or a much older foreigner, just perhaps she understands relationships and how they work far better than many Western women. Perhaps she knows that if she marries a man because he is good looking, cute, athletic or has money, the relationship is really doomed before it even starts. And perhaps many Filipinas also know that if she overlooks the man's large stomach or much older age and focuses on the man's qualities of respect, good personality and attitude, hard working and loyalty, along with being kind, caring and compassionate, that the relationship will last the distance. After all, doesn't a Filipina's way of thinking make perfect sense? Do we want a long-term happy relationship, or are we just looking for a short-term relationship full of problems and hurt? If you guys out there who watch this video sit back and really think about it, you may very well see that many Filipinas are good, decent and honest women looking for a partner in life with much happiness. It's easy for us to all sit back and judge a beautiful Filipina with an old or overweight man. But as I've mentioned, there is far more of a thought process behind what people on the outside of the relationship may ever see. Perhaps Filipinas have the right recipe for successful relationships that we in the West are searching for, but are going about it all wrong. That's food for thought. If you're looking for tips for success in your relationship with a Filipina, be sure to check out the end screen card on screen now. Feel free to like and share the video, subscribe and press the bell icon for future videos. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all your support. Take care and bye for now.